ABC's hit show Happy Days wasn't as wholesome behind the scenes as it seemed. Cast members struggled financially, sexual harassment claims surfaced, and Ron Howard nearly lost his career. Meanwhile, executives got rich. Created by Gary Marshall, the show was inspired by 1950s nostalgia during the turbulent 1970s. His first attempt, New Family in Town, was rejected but later aired in Love, American Style, 1972. After the success of American Graffiti, 1973, ABC greenlit Happy Days, premiering in 1974. The series initially followed Richie Cunningham, Ron Howard, a small-town teenager, but it was Arthur Fonzarelli, Henry Winkler, who became the star. His leather jacket, motorcycle, and signature A turned him into a cultural icon. Despite its family-friendly image, controversy surrounded the show. Financial disputes led to a 2011 lawsuit, where actors fought CBS over unpaid merchandise royalties. Behind the scenes, tensions grew. ABC nearly renamed the show Fonzie's Happy Days, sidelining Ron Howard. Though Happy Days became a TV classic, spawning spin-offs like Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy, its legacy is mixed, a nostalgic gem masking Hollywood's harsh realities. Ron Howard, known as Opie from The Andy Griffith Show, wanted to move beyond his child star image. Playing Richie Cunningham was the perfect opportunity. To make his performance authentic, he studied 1950s yearbooks and classic TV shows like Father Knows Best. However, Happy Days didn't start as a full series. In 1972, ABC tested the idea in Love, American Style. Howard played Richie in that episode, securing his role when it became a standalone show. While Richie was the heart of Happy Days, Fonzie was the soul. Henry Winkler, an unknown actor in 1973, impressed producers by delivering his lines coolly and tossing his script aside. Though originally a minor character, Fonzie's legendary mirror scene, where he checked his hair without touching it, was improvised and became an iconic moment. His leather jacket almost didn't happen due to network concerns, but Gary Marshall fought to keep it. By season 2, Fonzie was the face of the show, earning Henry Winkler 2 Golden Globe Awards. Other cast members brought warmth and humor. Marion Ross, Marion Cunningham, was cast easily after her role in Love, American Style, while Tom Bosley, Howard Cunningham, almost turned down the part until he read a touching father-son scene. Erin Moran, Joni Cunningham, only 13 years old, evolved from a nosy sister into an independent young woman, forming a memorable bond with Fonzie. Even side characters had unique casting stories. Anson Williams, Patsy Weber, landed the role despite arriving late and soaking wet to his audition due to car trouble. His lovable, sometimes clueless character became a key part of the show. Don Most almost didn't play Ralph Malph, initially rejecting the role to pursue dramatic acting. However, Gary Marshall convinced him through a game of basketball with his agent, and Most eventually accepted. Premiering on January 15, 1974, Happy Days transported viewers to 1950s Milwaukee, following Richie Cunningham, Ron Howard, his family, and best friends, Patsy, Anson Williams, and Ralph Malph, Don Most. With America dealing with Watergate and economic struggles, audiences found comfort in the show's nostalgia. By 1976, it became the #1 show in America, with a 31.5 Nielsen rating. The theme music evolved from Rock Around the Clock to the original Happy Days song. However, nothing shaped the show's success more than Fonzie, Henry Winkler, who transformed from a side character to the show's star. Happy Days ran for 11 seasons, 255 episodes, ending on July 19, 1984, and spawning hits like Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy. Though a cultural icon, controversy arose in 2022 when a Canadian viewer filed a complaint against a 1974 episode for its sexist and racially insensitive content. A scene where Richie Cunningham tried to seduce Mary Lou Milligan drew criticism for promoting harmful stereotypes. A 2022 complaint criticized Happy Days for sexist and racially insensitive content, particularly a scene where Richie Cunningham made inappropriate advances toward a female character. Another joke about an Eskimo president was ruled outdated but not a violation by the CBSC. The debate sparked discussions on whether old shows should include content warnings or be removed from syndication. Behind the scenes, tensions rose when Fonzie, Henry Winkler, overshadowed Richie, Ron Howard. By season 3, ABC wanted to rename the show Fonzie's Happy Days, upsetting Howard, who considered quitting television. Winkler, however, supported Howard, and the producers kept the original title. Financial disputes also rocked the cast. In 2011, 5 actors, including Marion Ross and Don Most, sued CBS for $10 million over unpaid merchandise royalties from lunchboxes, DVDs, and slot machines. CBS argued they were owed only small amounts, leading to a 2012 settlement where each actor received $65,000 and a commitment to fair future payments. While most Happy Days cast members struggled for fair pay, Henry Winkler, Fonzie, had a separate deal guaranteeing him merchandise royalties, creating tensions. Don Most later called it unfair, as Winkler profited while the rest had to fight for payment. Unlike his co-stars, Winkler also negotiated back-end profits, securing income from syndication. Others weren't as lucky. Erin Moran even lost her home. The show's success led to several spin-offs, but not all thrived. Joni Loves Chachi, 1982-83, flopped despite heavy promotion. Blansky's Beauties and Out of the Blue also failed, while Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy struggled with behind-the-scenes conflicts. Then came the infamous Jump the Shark moment. In 1977, Fonzie water-skied over a shark, meant as an exciting stunt, but instead becoming a symbol of the show's decline. Even though Happy Days ran 6 more seasons, it shifted to exaggerated plots, losing its original charm. By the 1980s, Happy Days was losing its magic. Audience tastes shifted, and in 1982, ABC moved the show to 8:30 p.m., forcing it to compete with NBC's hit action series, The A-Team. Ratings plummeted, dropping to number 63 in 1984. The departure of Ron Howard, Richie in 1980, and Don Most, Ralph, weakened the show's chemistry. New characters failed to capture the same magic, and despite loyal fans, Happy Days was no longer the TV powerhouse it once was. On May 8, 1984, the 2-part finale, Passages, aired. It wrapped up major storylines, including Joni and Chachi's wedding and Fonzie's emotional journey to adopt an orphan. The most unforgettable moment came when Tom Bosley, Howard Cunningham, broke the fourth wall, thanking fans for 11 years of memories. Although ABC aired 5 more episodes due to 1984 Winter Olympics delays, fans consider Passages the true ending. Happy Days had become more than a sitcom. It was a nostalgic trip back in time that left a lasting impact on television history. Running for 11 seasons until May 8, 1984, Happy Days became one of ABC's biggest hits, shaping American pop culture in unexpected ways. The show's breakout star was Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli, Henry Winkler, originally a side character who became a cultural icon with his leather jacket, slicked-back hair, and signature "I." His infamous water-skiing stunt in 1977 led to the phrase "jumping the shark," now used to describe a show losing its spark. Beyond Fonzie, Happy Days built a TV empire, spawning successful spin-offs like Laverne and Shirley, 1976-83, and Mork and Mindy, 1978-82, which introduced Robin Williams as the alien Mork. Even Joni Loves Chachi, 1982-83, added to its legacy. The cast saw major career shifts. Ron Howard left acting to become an Oscar-winning director, while Henry Winkler reinvented himself, winning an Emmy in 2018 for Barry. Despite mixed reviews, Happy Days earned multiple Emmy nominations, Golden Globe wins for Winkler and Howard in 1978, and a spot on TV Guide's 50 Greatest Shows of All Time. Tom Bosley was even named one of TV's greatest dads in 2004, arriving when America faced political scandals and economic struggles. Happy Days provided comfort and nostalgia, influencing later shows like Family Ties and Full House. It remains a timeless classic, proving that stories about family, friendship, and growing up will always resonate.